had some visitors. The other day, the little mother duck brought over I think she's got 7 there. 1, 2, 3, yeah, seven chicks, and they've taken new home on the farm pond. The old man's quite chuffed. He's been feeding them. Lovely to see. Something nice to see for a change. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all well. So this morning we're going to have a little look at the cattle, but first off I'm going to show you the 2 calves here. Now, from the TB test we had 1 reactor, 2 inconclusives. The 2 inconclusives were both cows from across the field. They told us they wanted to take those inconclusives, but that leaves the calves. So the 2 calves here are now calling for mum. They're a bit upset, obviously, so we have to lock this down tight, because as soon as you take the mum away they want to get back to them. So they'll be banging the gates, they'll be looking for any way out they can. Such a shame, because you got 2 calves there that were having a bit of milk off mum as well, so that's now going to hinder their growth a little bit. What will happen with these 2 is we will leave them in here for a couple more days until they are, it's like a weaning process, but it's just been done a little bit earlier for these guys. So today myself and Charlie here, say hi Charlie.
Hey.
Charlie here is on work experience. She is going to be here for the week with us, and today we're going to talk about cows, and we're going to talk about mineral buckets and supplements that we give them throughout the summer to help them just with their condition. So let's go and do that. We had Lucy come down from Dallas Keith this morning, and she gave us some goodies to try out, so we're going to have a look at those. What we usually use is the general purpose all-in-one mineral bucket. This goes out with the cows all year round. It goes in the sheds with them when they're back in the sheds. It goes in with them, and it's basically an all-in-one. So it's got all your copper, everything you need, everything they need. We give these the cows all year round. Calves will lick it as well, so they'll take something from it. They say 1 bucket per 15 head of cattle. It does say that on the label. We usually just stick 1 in with a bunch, and when it's empty we change it. What we're going to do is take 1 with us, so we'll check all the cows and see who needs 1. But Lucy came down this morning, really nice young lady. She came down and she bought us some goodies as well. She came to talk about their products, and she bought us some salt licks. This one here is high in copper. That's what it looks like. So we're going to take that to some of the cows, and we're also, now this one is a little bit, oh my god, this one, what does it smell like? Have a smell?
No, this one beer.
This is a garlic salt lick. They reckon it's going to keep the flies away, so they'll lick this, it'll go into their skin, and as it comes back out the skin, it's like an anti-fly repellent. That's what I'm looking for, thank you. So we're really we've got some marshlands that we take cattle down to. We've got 2 bunches down there, so that is going to go with those bunches, and the flies down there are crazy, so horse flies everywhere. Charlotte's not going to like the horse flies suck, but if we can keep the flies off the cows, then that will be brilliant. So we're going to take that with us. We're going to put that lid on, because that is super stinky. We've got to do the lick taste. What does it taste like? Salty. Not salty, actually. It's not too bad, actually. It's alright. Right, we also use something else as well. Let me just get a bucket. What's in this drum here is it's called Maglic. We call it treacle because that's what it looks like. And normally we'll only put this out in the spring, but we're going to take it out just so you can see what it looks like. It's not going to harm the cows in any way. It's just magnesium in liquid form. Because when the cows go to grass for the first time, and with their calves. The calves are drawing all the magnesium out of the milk, and they can get low on milk pretty quick, and what will happen is they'll go down with it. So we always take this out just for the first few weeks when they go to grass. It looks like treacle. It comes in a big drum which is super heavy, so you've got to have a forklift to lift them on and off. And we just got some old tubs here that we store it in to take it down there. We've loaded up the truck. We're going to take some barley and oats as well for the calves, and we'll have a look at that when we get down there as well. Are you ready, Charlie?
Yeah.
I'm going to put the garlic ones down where the flies are. This one we are going to stick down here. Whether they'll go straight for it, I don't know. So this is just salt with copper mix. Why do they need copper?
To increase fertility.
Increase? Very good. Copper will always help cows get back in calf. Norman should have already done the job by now. Look at this girl. They got to see what we got. I bet they can smell that garlic one.
Yeah.
We're going to go and check. We put the mineral bucket over by the water because that's usually where they always go to. But there's Norman. Naughty Norman, we call him. When he's out with the cows, you wouldn't even know he was there. He runs around. He's a good bull. We are going to put the lick down over with the water. They don't really need it, but we're going to show you what it is and how it works. How's the calves looking? So while we're here, we will check the cattle. It's good to get them moving because you'll see whether you'll know straight away if anyone's got a bad leg or anything wrong with them. If there's anything wrong with them, they might have their ears down, they might have a bit of mucus coming out. We've got one taker for the salt lick. Oh, now we're all watching now. It's good to get a good look at them, and the old man does all this every day. He'll come out with all the cows and just checking them. He'll count them up as well. He knows how many's in each bunch. He'll try and count them up as best you can. Right, we've had a change of plan. We're going to move the bucket. We've got a mineral bucket down. I don't know how empty it is. We're going to check that. But we're going to move the bucket over to there, and then it's all in one place. And whenever they go for water, then they don't all drink at the same time. So some might have a lick on the mineral bucket, the salt bucket. So, and she's already interested, so they might follow us over there. This here is the cow lick. Like I said before, we wouldn't normally put them out. They only go out the first 2 weeks when the cows get turned to grass. What does it taste like?
I'm not tasting it.
Do you want to taste it?
No.
Go on, you got to taste it. Oh man,
That's
just a tiny bit. Don't taste loads. I've got to do a bit now. Got to do the taste test. Oh, salty. Yummy. Full of magnesium. When the cows get turned to grass, they can develop something called grass staggers. And Charlie, what's the sign of grass staggers?
They look drunk and they kind of act a bit wobbly.
They look a bit drunk on their feet. They can go down with it. And when they do, you've got to administer some magnesium in liquid form under the skin. So we give them this. This goes out with them as soon as we turn them out. We've lost the caps. The cows will lick the caps off. We have lost all the caps. I did try and find one, but couldn't find one. And they just lick these little wheels. And I don't know if you can see that, but the treacle goes in the middle. They lick the wheel, and then it picks up the treacle, and they just keep licking. They keep licking, and there it is there, look, all over my finger. Yummy. But it won't do them any harm. They'll come over, and if they want it, they'll lick it. We put the salt down as well for the copper. copper aids fertility, so that's going to be a good thing. The mineral bucket, Charlie said, was half full, so we don't need to put one of those down. We're going to put the drone up quickly, have a little look at them, and then we're going to go to the rest.
Take my hand, I will walk with you. I won't let go till you say so. There isn't anything I wouldn't do. Wanna make sure that you understand. You're the one who gives my life color. There is no another. With your hand in mine, let me go by your side. Let me go by your side.
There are cows and calves in this field. They're just at the back there. I'm not too sure if the new bull's in this field or if it's in the next one along, but we'll find him in a minute. We're looking for Conrad. We're just putting down because this is a wetland area, in the winter this is all covered in water mainly. Depending on the year, if it's a dry year it's fine, but if it floods here first before it goes into Oxford and floods Oxford. But the cows will stay down here all summer and graze this. Some years we will actually even make hay here, but obviously this year you can see no grass is growing at all. Are you going to try it?
No.
What does it smell of?
Garlic.
Garlic.
Nice.
You can smell it from here. It's but the lady said, Lucy said this morning, the cows will lick that, they'll love that, and it should keep the flies off them. The old man's been down here already, I can see, because he's put oats and barley mix in the trough here. Now this trough, let me see. So we run the oats and the barley through a mill. I think I've showed you that before. Crush it down. The cows can't get in here. Only the calves can come in and they'll feed in here. Usually they would already be over. Once they see that, they usually rush over for it. We'll head over there and just check them and make sure they're all right. And then we're going to go off to check the other bunch that are down here as well. The mineral bucket is still 3/4 full, so we don't need to do nothing with that. We can keep our one. And they got this garlic bucket down here as well. God, it's super stinky. Don't know if you can see up close, but you can see the flies on this cow already. We put fly tags in before they come out. You can see them around his eyes on Conrad as well. So in a few weeks' time, we'll come back down. We'll be down here at some point doing something, and we'll see if that garlic salt licks actually works. So, but apparently some other farmers have said it works, so we'll definitely give it a try. And it's out there for them to lick now. Once the sun comes out, down here is just you just start running because the flies are just crazy.
I wanna stay in your sunlight. I wanna wake up with you by my side. Without you there is no tomorrow. We could be in for the best ride. Want this to last for the rest of our lives.
Right, Charlie's just getting the gate, so we've got to do the old drive away as she comes. Whoops. Whoops. I have to, it's the law, it's the law. I told you this many times, it's the law. I wasn't lying when I said they love them. I was hoping we might get one bunch that would be doing it. That there is Lucas. He's a Chevrolet bull. He's a good bull. It's Lucas or Increase. I don't know which one it is. But they are both loving their mineral pot. See? What a result. We're going to put in a garlic lick for them as well. You going to do it?
Yep.
Charlie's going to put it in. We might just have to climb over the fence. I can smell that. It's super stinky. Here comes Lucas. Look at him. He's just massive. We've got a first taker on the... She doesn't know which one to have. Minerals or garlic? Look at this guy. He's a good bull as well. Calves are funny, they like to play. So we're over with the fat cattle now. They're over in the corner of the field. They don't want to come over, but once they know the barley's in here, they'll be straight over. Charlie's just going to tip the barley in. Basically, this is just to give them a little bit extra. We want these young cattle to be as big as they can. So when it comes for when we sell them in the market, we want them to be as big as they are, because you get more money for them. So we will give them a little bit extra, and it just helps with condition, helps put a little bit of weight on. It's so much easier with Charlie here. We're going to drive over to the cattle, have a look at them, make sure they're all right. We'll see if we can get them, encourage them to move a little bit. They're over in the corner. Super careful when lifting these about. They're really heavy. I think they weigh 50 kilos or something. Even I can't remember how much they weigh. They're really heavy. Best thing to do is just sort of drop them on the floor. It's not worth getting hurt for. They've got to be heavy, because otherwise they won't last so long. Right, these guys here, the old man will probably tell me off because they don't really need the mineral bucket, because in amongst the barley there, he will actually put a little bit of mineral powder in there in powder form. So they'll get their minerals from there, but I just made sure with the farmer, he said put one down, it doesn't hurt them, they can have a lick about at that as well. We're just going to go check them. These are the young cattle. These were last year's calves. So these guys are all being fattened up to be sold at market, and they'll be sold in the new year, January, February next year. So our job is to try and get these guys as big as they can, and they'll make more money that way. Which one's got the good hairstyle?
That one, the one that's lying down there.
The one that sat down there has got a cool hairstyle, apparently. They may actually follow us back and find their barley. Cool cows, cool. They didn't want to come the first time, but they're coming now.
Without you there is no tomorrow.
Looks like they like their new mineral bucket. It won't take them long to get through that one.
Sometimes I wonder where you came from. You are special, yeah, you're special.
I didn't actually think they'd be quite on it like that, but looks like they're enjoying it anyway. They've had their barley now, so the old man will come around again tomorrow, check them all out. We're checking, as they're walking around, we're checking for legs, checking for limps, anything that might tell you there's something wrong with them. But they're all looking fine. The old man would know anyway, because he comes here every single day. But it's not uncommon for a cow to or a steer to suddenly become lame. So it's good to have a quick look round. There's some good beasts in there. They're going to be some good cattle. We're now going to go over and find the last bull, which is Musketeer, and that is going to do us, I think. We've got one more salt lick to take out as well. We're going to go and drop that off. But these guys have woofed down their barley. Look, nothing left, all gone. A little bit left over there. Oh, I love these guys, they're so funny. Right, ready, Charlie?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I think you dropped your hairbrush.
Oh, thanks.
I reckon the cows have been doing their hair.
That's butlers, that's
They're all on the lockdown hairstyle like me. Right, ready? Now, these cows here are with Musketeer. He's the latest addition to the farm, as well as Conrad, who we saw earlier. Musketeer is he's a young Charolais bull as well. He looks like he's going to be a big bull. We'll go over there in just a moment. Because all these cows here, they're going to be the first time calvers for calving season coming. So that has got copper in it. They do have copper boluses, but it's all going to help. Copper helps with fertility, and we hope they're all in calf. That's what we're aiming for. We want them all to be in calf, don't we? So we're going to leave that there. They will find it when they come over to drink. The water's over here, so they'll all come over together. They'll find it. We'll just head over and have a quick look at Musketeer while we're here. Here he is then. This is Musketeer. All of these girls here, they are all being served for the first time, which means they will be first time calvers this year. So we are hoping that they are all in calf. Hoping Musketeer's done his job. He's a bit of a beast, this old boy. He's only, I think this guy is just 12 or 13 months old. There he is. He's a nice bull. What we will do is get him walking about a bit. Got it. Shh. Got it. Shh. Just checking legs again. Checking for limps. Got it. Shh. 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 You'll know straight away because one will be straggling behind with a limp on. But you can see there, they're all looking good. Right, that is the end of the video, Charlie.
Yeah.
We want to know from you guys, what do you use for your cattle? We've been with Dallas Keith a long time. We're really happy with their products, so yeah, get in touch, leave us a comment. If you're not using them and you want something good for your cattle, go over there to Dallas Keith. I'll leave a link for their website in the description below. But thanks to Lucy for sending the salt licks. We'll see how we get on with those, and that's it. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks very much. Say bye.
Bye.